Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everyone in between, I am going to rock a 3-minute block of ads here to get rid of any pre-roll ads for incoming viewers. Your patience is appreciated, and we will get started right after these messages. Let's hear it for those drums, ladies and gentlemen. Yuga2 coming in hot with the drum cover. Oh my goodness. This is some sick stuff. I was expecting some 8-bit drummer, but no, this dude is completely on fire. My word, I totally had it all loaded up in my head, the things I wanted to say, but no, I got disrupted. But that's okay. That was the best possible disruption I could ever have asked for. Good evening. Happy Friday, and welcome to a new week of the stream, an incredibly busy week, I might add, all thanks to my dear sweet moderator, Gravebook, and let's also acknowledge my excellent little bot, Manic Robotic, who likes to pipe in from time to time and work things behind the scenes. I'm your guy, Manic Socratic, and we are going to rock Okami tonight, the 2006 classic originally released on the PlayStation 2, remastered in HD for all modern platforms. Happy Chino with the host. Excellent. Thank you for that. Hello Godzilla in here as well. And ground floor tonight goes to Contrix. I know he always goes so hard at trying to do that, followed very quickly by Itty Bitty Ruby. And then we got Crimson Blades, we got Yuga 2, and Itty Bitty Ruby is so excited for Okami. Is it perhaps? Well, I guess you tell me. What is it about Okami that has you so excited? I am rather curious when it comes to that. Oh man, good evening everyone. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is doing well. Thanks for popping into the stream. Oh, I know why, Itty Bitty Ruby. Could it be perhaps because of this shirt that I'm very intentionally wearing tonight? Just maybe it makes you think of a lot of other awesome things that you've witnessed in your life. And I know you're currently running through a little bit of Twilight Princess right now, Itty Bitty Ruby. That game captured your mind and your heart, so I don't blame you one bit. Tonight, well, for the rest of the time that I play Okami, we are going to be rocking the HD remaster on Nintendo Switch. Gaze into the pitch black void of my Pro Controller. No motion controls here. I am not here to live that kind of life. Yeah, I do not have a PlayStation 2. I do not plan on owning a PlayStation 2. And, well, I think the original is actually not too expensive to pick up. I haven't actually checked that. Let me just give a quick look to, like, eBay or something. And just go, Okami PlayStation 2 and see what the prices are looking like. Oh, see, you can get really gorgeous copies for 25 bucks or less, which is actually really shocking. Really shocking to me, but that's okay. Contrix, I don't need you to be contrarian. I just need you to have fun tonight, okay? You can have fun without being contrarian to everything. Do you know why people can't fart in Apple stores, Contrix? You know why people cannot unleash gas inside Apple stores? Because there are no windows. Mama Panda, two-fisting streams tonight. Hello there. Good evening. Mama Panda having some fun over at the stream of RL Richie. And you even decided to pop in here too. It's late for you, isn't it, Mama Panda? My goodness. And I will pass on my PS2 because I have a PlayStation and I have a PS3. I was also never much of a PlayStation person in my formative gaming years. I was and I still am a Nintendo and Sega kind of person. Very, very little. I wanted very little to do with PlayStation. It just didn't appeal to me. I repped hard for my Nintendo 64. I repped hard for my GameCube. I skipped the Wii, but I repped hard for my Wii U. And I fell right into my Nintendo Switch, happy as can be. Yeah, Mama Panda, incredibly late for you. Aren't you usually asleep like an hour or two ago? I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. And, oh, Itty Bitty Ruby and Mama Panda, best Animal Crossing friends ever, it seems. Itty Bitty Ruby, a couple weeks ago, got quite a lift from Mama Panda on that island of hers. Really good to see, because I think if I do my calculations correctly, Itty Bitty Ruby has only been playing Animal Crossing for about 6 weeks, way behind the curve compared to what a lot of other people have. So Mama Panda had an incredible stash of goodies and uplifted Itty Bitty Ruby. 2 teas at 10 p.m. should not have done that. And well, I guess having all that extra tea means that you can go hunt for flies around your house to go feed some spiders. A little bit earlier this evening, Mama Panda was in RL Richie stream talking, and the topic just happened to be on spiders and how cool they are. Now, Itty Bitty Ruby, I know spiders caused you great discomfort. I know that there was the incident just a day or two ago that prevented you from doing something important. But Robert Headley, hello, welcome, happy Friday evening to you. Thanks for popping in. And yes, you get to, you dare go retrieve ice cream from the store nearby. What flavor do you have your eye on? Or your mouth on? Whatever it is. Contrix, this one-off hat makes you a jelly, you'd so rock it. It is not fitted, it is a snapback, because Sister Dearest had to put this together on the sly. One day, a couple weeks before my birthday, my sister asked me for the Photoshop file that I use when I make all of my emotes and whatnot. So I sent it to her, as well as the font that I use, and then sure enough, some time passed, and of course COVID took effect. There were some delays in the production and the shipping, but this bad boy here arrived a few days ago, and oh boy, I got to say I do quite love it. I very much do. And you get to. Your choice of mint chocolate chip means you are quite all right. That is excellent. That is the most welcome ice cream flavor in this entire stream, perhaps, because, well, me and Itty Bitty Ruby endorse it. So I'm glad you also like the Hat Mama Panda. Yep, this is totally a one-off. There's any means. I have no idea how much Sister spent on this. And especially given the production time on that, it's also pretty crazy. The dude who does my shirts, I'm not sure if he does hats, but I'm also not sure I can get the quality as well, because this is like a real deal major hat manufacturer here. Merch win Contrix? Well, you can always drop an email to my shirt manufacturer, Infinitique Designs, a local from Arizona printer. In fact, Contrix, you have met Infinitique Designs the day you bought that iMac of yours. Those are the same people who are behind Infinitique Designs, so you can request. They have the design files for two of my shirts. You can get Manic Lurk, and you can also get the classic skull as well. I was so close to wearing Manic Skull tonight to match the hat, but Okami demanded that this be on my chest right here. Yuga2 jumps between Mint Chip, Rocky Road, Cookies and Cream, and Neo. Ooh, all solid choices. All super solid choices. Now, I do not actually have an official merch store yet. I feel like I'm super close to that, though. Like, I'm always trying to weigh out all the aspects of what I do here on stream. I'm like, just seriously, always overthinking every step I do. So, I mean, story of my entire life to overthink everything. And having an official merch store is still something I think about. And Contrix, if you still have his number, do not call. Email through the website. That is the best way to communicate with Infinitique Designs. You will slow yourself down by hitting him up via phone. So do not, if you want a shirt, do not handicap yourself. Make that process as quick as possible. Contact via email. The person who is running the most, who's running point on most of the operations for Infinitique Designs is his wife, and the emails and stuff will all go directly to her, and she responds incredibly well. Let's see, might have had something else in mind, but no, I think it's time that we need to head over and fire up this game. We're here for Okami. I'm really excited about this because it's been such a real nice cult classic of a game for so long, and I've always heard so much about how it's like Zelda, and with that aspect of it in mind, I'm like, well, I've had this incredible streak of Zelda. You can actually probably trace it back to last fall when I streamed the Oracle games leading up to Link's Awakening's remaster on Switch. And then in February, I decided, you know what? I'm going to stream Wind Waker. And then I'm going to stream Twilight Princess. And then I'm going to stream Master Quest. And then I'm going to stream Minish Cap. And I feel like I've had a good streak with Zelda. And I can put Zelda away. Only kinda, though. My heart is still entirely with Zelda, as some of my decor behind me will let you know. So Okami has always had a comparison to Zelda, and I think it's the right way to go to keep things fresh, but also still keep things a little bit familiar. So that'll be super nice. Mama Panda's ice cream preference is chocolate or cookie dough. Cookie dough is wonderful. And Itty Bitty Ruby goes for double chocolate brownie as her number 2. That'd be excellent. And Contrix, moving is going to be interesting. Oh yeah, I bet moving is probably going to throw a wrench into your life that it has ripple effects in more ways than you ever expected. But having that house, a nice work area to do all your nerdy things, is going to be great. So, well, the music is fading out anyway, so might as well rock it that way, and let's launch this game. Our good old friends at Capcom. It's gonna let the intro wash over us here. Except for the Joy-Con stuff. Let me know how the game volume is, just to make sure it's appropriate. Oh, Robert Headley, you've got the remaster as well. Yeah, well, maybe I can inspire you to play it here. Older polygonal games usually make your eyes bleed. I think there's something about the cell shading and the HD remastering that's going to make it a little bit more tolerable. Like that right there is in the game engine. Spoiler, this game ends at some point. No, okay, no, why would you do this? You have ruined everything, everything. Still an absolutely beautiful game. Oh, baby. Actually, I apologize. I completely skipped something. I have no idea what came over me. This is rude of me on many levels. So I'm going to take a little step back here and crank my music back up here so that I can make sure that I do some top of the stream acknowledgments. There have been a fine group of people who have followed me over the past couple days, and I need to make sure that I give them their due love because there's it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So your patience is appreciated. Anime Gamer 28 has come into play here. Thanks for the follow, Anime Gamer 28. Welcome to SubCon, where you get to live the dream. Hope to see you around here on the stream. And also, I just saw him on Twitter, and he was the one who reminded me to do this. Evan, UCF, longtime banter king on Twitter. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. And Evan UCF is the entire reason that I have this guy. The Christmas ornament reserved for legends and legends only. You get to see it, but only when certain actions take place here on stream will he come back out. Also, from across the pond, Chinese Hulk has fallen into SubCon. Chinese Hulk has given me the follow. Thank you very much. Chinese Hulk is an awesome streamer who I have met by following the incredible group of people. Started out with Nina Lee, then I met Phoenix Pearl, and then I met Crimson Blades, and then I met Arhanka, then I met Mythalia, and then I met Chinese Hulk. Chinese Hulk plays a lot of retro games as well. Fantastically polite and hilarious streamer. Do love hanging out in Chinese Hulk streams while I'm at work. And last but not least, coming from the Combat King stream, Sinis Lotion, welcome to Subcon, thanks for the follow very much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. All right, so now I can switch back. Kane, and suddenly your sister has followed. Oh, very interesting. Good to know. A lot of us have siblings, so that's good to know, Kane. Robert Headley got the Spyro remaster as well. Never played Spyro, so no nostalgia. Haven't played it yet. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I have a kind of nostalgia for Spyro. Like, I acknowledge the contributions that Spyro had to early 3D gaming, without a doubt. But yeah, I haven't played a single minute of any Spyro game later. I don't think I'll ever stream a Spyro game, just because, well, I feel like if I were to stream Spyro, it would be a lot like when I tried to stream the first Jak and Daxter. Like, it'd be a serviceable game, but it would just be lacking in something, you know? So that's how it would go. Robert Headley did try to play Crash, but they actually made the gameplay worse by getting rid of Coyote Time. Define Coyote Time. Oh, wait, that's right, the Coyote Time. Yeah, because, well, for those unaware, the Crash Bandicoot remaster gets a lot of complaints from people who are, oh my goodness, my nerdiness has been disrupted by another nerd. Hello, FWPX and Raiders. I am Manic Socratic, hanging out here several nights a week playing some of the finest retro games on the planet. Tonight, I am starting my maiden voyage with the HD remaster of Okami on the Nintendo Switch. Originally released in 2006 on the PlayStation 2, Okami captured the hearts of many, especially for being a little bit reminiscent of Zelda. How you doing, FWPX? Hope you've been having a wonderful evening. Hope you've been having a wonderful stream, and make sure to give you the proper shout out. Oh, you were rocking the Jackbox Party Pack. FWPX disrupting hard. And Famijack, and Famijack Waifu here. Excellent. Fami Waifu. Waifu Jack has hijacked Famijack's account. And Anime Gamer 28 is Kane Arcano's sister. Good to know. Good to know. So anyway, as I was trying to explain before I was so rudely interrupted by FWPX's awesome raid, the Crash Bandicoot remaster gets a lot of complaints because it was not perfectly rebuilt from the original Crash Bandicoot source code. The physics, the mechanics, all of the remasters play a tiny bit different than the originals on PlayStation. And actually, to their detriment, the remasters don't have such forgiving physics for the way that Crash Bandicoot moves and jumps and falls. So yeah, the Coyote Time is a reference to Wile E. Coyote and the way that he has a way of, in the cartoons, sort of drifting in air for a tiny bit before actually being subject to gravity. So it's one of those tiny tweaks that was not very welcomed by all the fans of Crash, but hopefully the new Crash that's on the way is gonna be super nice. Such a fun story. Glad you're playing it. I'm glad to finally dig into this because I think this is gonna be super rad. I think it's gonna be very awesome. So let's begin the story. And I must create save data. Oh no. And help and options, why would you combine those? And for the controls, I want to make sure that motion controls are not an option here. Oh, Switch Pro controller gets its own thing. Wait, Celestial Brush. Okay, L for POV, ZL for view map, Celestial Brush on R, ZR's Fleetfoot, options, fan menu, player movement, camera controls. On the right stick, as expected. A, listen, examine, bark, confirm. That's a lot. B, to jump and cancel. X, to bite and dig. Y, to tackle and use my main weapon. Excellent, excellent. And D-pad for the cursor. Okay, probably the cursor involved for the Celestial Brush. All right, I'm going to have to, I'm going to be very awkward for a little while, apparently. Let's see what other options are available. Camera, normal. Yeah, inverting Y-axis. That is mandatory. I'm gonna ease up on the filter because that motion blur kinda skeeves me out. Just leave the console on forever. Yeah, from what I understand, Okami got a port to the Wii, which is why they were able to put motion controls for the paintbrush stuff. And all those other things. So, getting a new game. Okami. It's good to know I was pronouncing it correctly this whole time. That would have been very embarrassing. Long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sight. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home, as Nagi stood bravely before the entrance. A beast appeared, eyes glowing, crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night, but Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying head, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mysterious power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale.
Seeks power. He who has broken my bonds. Speak the words. I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power.
A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Wood Sprite Sakia. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There's no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. I've never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Okami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demons so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Huh? What's this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Ho ho. Oh. Aha! Whew, what on earth? You again? Ow, ow! Are you nuts? Like, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting. That's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug?
Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun.
Wandering Artist Isun.
I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long until you're bowing before my great brush. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Fuba? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it! You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaru, against you. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway?
Oh, great God Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world.
The trees returned to normal, huh? That Sakia girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap.
Yeah, Robert Headley, same. But I'm loving it nonetheless.
That fruit sure is grown in a high place. The only way we're gonna reach that is with some kind of special power.
I guess I'll run up the tree, maybe? Is that possible? No? Okay, what if I walk towards the glowing thing?
Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we'll keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. It changes your point of view. But you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay?
Happy to see a wonderful Animal Crossing transaction taking place in my chat right now between Itty Bitty Ruby and Mama Panda.
Hold on! That's an origin mirror. They say once a reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way, you could always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes.
How many save files do I get to have? Whoa, up to 30? That's awesome. Let's see. Just, what numbers are lucky in Japanese? 7, 4, and 8? No. Let's see here. I thought 4 had a problem. Some buildings, such as hospitals, don't have 4th or 9th floors. Maternity wards may not have a room 43 because it sounds like Shisan, stillbirth. 7 is lucky. 8 is possibly lucky. Robert Headley, why is my computer slow? Oh yeah, 150 Skyrim saves. Okay. 4, 9, and 13 are to be avoided. Okay. 7 and 8 seem the safest, so that might be how I will go here. I mean, 150 Skyrim saves from all that I've ever heard about Skyrim, that sounds like the correct amount of Skyrim saves.
Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside.
Wow, the Zelda parallels keep stacking up here.
Press Y to bust him with your head. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break.
Ooh, money. In the form of yen, of course. I love the little graphical flourishes.
Whoa, hold on there, Furball. Get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press B to jump. Then press B again to do a wall jump. But make sure you press it firmly so you jump really high.
Ooh, a wall jump, very interesting. You guys, Mama Panda is spoiling it. Mama Panda's spoiling Itty Bitty Ruby Rotten again. Oh, that was neat.
I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places. So keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure.
Yep, definitely gotta go smash some more of these pots here. This is... Shoulder tackling pots is much cooler than sword slashing them, honestly. You obtained Holy Bone S. Amaterasu's favorite snack restores 3 units of solar energy.
Looks like the bridge is out. This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? Let's get along. Mind if I call you Amy? Listen, Amy, ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It'll take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right?
Oh, I'll just draw a bridge. Heh.
Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one has a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us. But, god or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13?
Incredibly Japanese to just create more gods when one is just tired of being the god of something. River of the Heavens.
River of the Heavens? I mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it?
Do I just walk into it? Okay, but how far does it go? Will I drop off the edge here? No, it's as far as it goes. I go with the Discworld deity system. I forgot the Discworld deity system. Well, I guess I'll move on for now.
Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages.
In Discworld, God exists if people believe in them. The more people, the more power the God has. Ooh, that's clever.
Hey, look. Are those stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? Oh, there's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star.
Boop.
Bah! Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press L to hold the brush, then Y to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that.
This is why I'm not into astrology. Yeah, sure, that's a dragon, or a snake, or a weird W. Yomigami.
Oh, why, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu, I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day, when we could again meet. While you were with the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men, now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for me to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust.
Well, that's one god down, 12 more to go.
Wow, that was Yamagami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That mean you were as good as with the brush as yours truly. No, that couldn't be true. Who else can master this incredible god technique?
Check this out, I've already got 440 yen. I am ballin'. River of the Heavens.
Wonder if drawing some stardust will get the river flowing again. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that.
Well, I guess I have no choice but to try.
Whoa! A river of stardust! So this really must be the river of the heavens. But what I really want to know is, who the heck drew the darn thing?
Literally me. Purple fishing rod and shovel? Hell yeah. Oh, you two are having a time. You obtained Astral Pouch.
Look what you found, Furball! This astral pouch here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. Then when it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here.
You consumed apple. Nectar-filled sour apple fills Astral Pouch a little bit. You consumed peach. Juicy and fragrant peach fills Astral Pouch a little bit. You consumed orange. Orange with sharp citrus taste fills Astral Pouch a little bit. Is that it? Those 3 fruit? Okay, we're good. Pretty sophisticated palette for a wolf. Indeed. This game is beautiful. Huh? A little wooden horse. Bah, gave me nothing. Can't wait until the weird Japanese food shows up. Yeah, all the crazy rice dishes and the various fish. That'll be nice. Fountain of Nagi.
Nagi? What's his name doing here?
When I was a kid, I thought the pork buns in Dynasty Warriors were onions. You know, given their shape, I don't blame you one bit. You know, you were young, you didn't have as much exposure to the world, so yeah, a pork bun is gonna look like an onion, which, oh man, makes me want to go eat a bunch of pork buns right now. Why'd you have to say buns, Robert Headley? Oh man, now I want to eat like 10 of them. You consumed dumplings. Oh hey, speaking of pork buns. Doughy balls made from grain. Fills astral pouch a little bit. Smash every pot. Yeah, I'm having some feelings about pork buns right now. I might have to just cut stream and go find my way to the nearest Asian joint and just eat my brains out. Those are torches that look like they want to be lit. Oh, so that's how digging works in this game. And bacon. Oh, you have Jamaican patties? Oh, Jamaican patties are so good too. Like every country, every ethnicity's version of a dumpling is completely wonderful and should be celebrated. Yogis, you and yogis, man, I swear. Dollar Tree carries golden crust in the freezer? What's golden crust?
Is this a legendary shrine? You must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of White Wolf Shiranui. First the ruler of the heavens, now this place? Where the heck are we, foolball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that sword is in really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place.
Raw as well. That's another place I was thinking about going to. I could totally drop like 50 bucks at Raw right now. Oh man. I wonder if they're open late. Because I'll probably finish streaming, I don't know, 11-ish.
Hey, Army, doesn't Nagi's broken sword their bunker? I mean, there must be something we could do.
Mama Panda's next Animal Crossing project is her flower farm. Ooh. I guess.
I knew it! You can handle the brush. Now try again. Draw more carefully. That really was your brushwork all this time! How'd you get so good? Exactly who are you, anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like,
Dropkick channel, hey, what's going on? It's Pikachu!
Pika Pee.
Well, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but without these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it is designed to conquer evil.
Hey, that was the guy Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute, if you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi. When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi? It's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there?
So Yukichu wanted a mood change, and I mean, there's gonna be a lot of different voices throughout the game, but I guess everyone is going to growl. Now see, that's the problem, is that that character is definitely a tiny voice. Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. Wow, I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball, Amaterasu, made up my mind. If you're Shiranui Reborn, that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Look at you. It's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. And enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down that thing Sakio was talking about. Let's go back. Give it a shot. Really magnificent statue. The legendary hero, Nagi. Always wanted to draw him. I cannot do only draw voice for Isun. That would be very difficult. That's why growl voice is only 2 minutes.
Thank you, Yugitu, for redeeming the growl voice. And now I will go over to the Boo Hat, as was requested by none other than Contrix. I mean, we are dealing with bits and pieces of the afterlife, so you know. And also, Contrix, the locations of raw sushi are much wider much wider in scope than just Tempe. My preferred venue for Raw was always the Awatuki location. Tempe was far from the first location, to my knowledge. Oh, look how quickly Amaterasu fell asleep. That was interesting. I guess. Well, that just seems like it makes the game way too easy. Oh, I chopped down a tree as well. Let's chop down all these trees. Oh, snap. Oh? Just keep slashing. Why not? Oh, money fell out. And an apple. Couple apples. This is great. Contrix, if you really loved Raw, you would know that there are so many more locations.
What the? Where'd they come from? Whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press Y to use its power against them.
Ooh. Okay, you know what? Yeah, you're probably... I appreciate the overall hint there, Yugitu, that, yeah, I don't think I'm going to want to keep up that voice so often because of how much that character freaking talks. Oh my goodness. You strike a very good... you make a very good assertion, Yugitu, and I'm willing to listen. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been to Ra as well. Though I feel like I should really go back and just get fat there. Just get super, just absolutely stinky. Look, Amy. Once you cut them off guard and turn to black and white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush, give them a power slash. Boop. Now I guess I have to swipe. Ooh, they didn't like that. Ooh, they dropped some goodies. You obtained ink bottle. A bottle full of ink fills one of Amaterasu's ink pots. Time, damage, money. Oh wow. I get rankings for individual battles. This seems like it's gonna drive me up the wall trying to challenge myself. Yeah, Dropkick channel, the Inspector Gadget connection, totally there. Just because I know you wanted to hear it.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
And also, I have to really speak slowly in order to make that make sense. Uh-oh. What was that symbol that appeared above me? Look, we can all be fat together. Yep, Gravebook is doing Gravebook things. Just gotta let Gravebook do Gravebook things, and that's just fine. You obtained Stray Bead. Find all the scattered beads and get a special reward. Oh boy. Oh, those are secret seashells, basically. Oof. You consumed grapes. Fart Ripple, keeping the sub going an entire year. Oh my goodness, you legend, you absolute legend, Fart Ripple. I can't believe you've been able to sub for me for an entire year. That is freaking incredible. Believe me, I do have my 1 year affiliate stream all lined up. I hope to put some of the pieces together over the next week and finally get that announced. So indeed, Fart Ripple is the next person aside from me to have that sparkly, the original Legend of Zelda version of the Master Sword. I keep forgetting what the sword is called. Those 3 swords. Because there's the wooden sword, there's the white sword, and the magical sword. That's right. Sparkling magical sword. Juicy fruit plucked from a vine. Fills astral pouch a little bit. Okay. Honestly, how about I cut some more trees? That seems like the right thing to do. I should not be given this much power. It's downright irresponsible. Peach. Oh, those... Okay. I guess the trade-off of all these things... I guess the trade-off of this power is that any items that appear, they disappear very quickly. Oh no! You obtain Spirit Globe S. Humanity's faith made solid restores a little solar energy. Okay. That was a heck of a tutorial area. Got a lot of good coin though. Now that I randomly think about it, is there still a current Power Rangers? That's a good... Actually, yeah, there is still a current Power Rangers. At least, at the very least in Japan. As of a couple of weeks ago, I saw this really hype clip where they brought back some... where they brought it back. Or I won't say they brought it back, but it's continuing, to say the least. So... Alright, well, now that I've completed that little phase of things... Oh, a controversy about it now? What's controversial about Power Rangers, Robert Headley? I thought things were all still moving along quite nicely. Did they try to retcon something and it got weird? Do tell, I'm curious. How goes? How's the game, Fart Ripple? Hey, the game is pretty great so far. I mean, I'm just about an hour, a little less, maybe about 45 minutes in, and the Zelda comparisons are mighty, very much so. Oh, and you make sure... Honor the morning streamer Fart Ripple. If you happen to be up around 6 or 7 a.m. Pacific, then you can catch Fart Ripple streaming some Apex Legends and some Overwatch and occasionally some PlayStation 2 classics. You get to imagine everyone constantly talking in the style of the Rangers with all the hand and body movements. Oh, we are totally going to defeat you, kind of stuff. Power Rangers is so awesome. Green Ranger for life. I know they're expensive. I would totally love to rock an actual, get one of those actual replica dragon dagger whistles. Some people are upset because the first Power Rangers that actually takes place in Japan. It's called Power Rangers Samurai. It has some white actors. Oh, that's interesting. Placing an order at a restaurant, just flailing around. I'll take the Big Mac combo meal. That would be great. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go take a little bit of a break here, just as Amaterasu is doing. I'm going to go do some human things, perhaps, but I'm going to crank up the tunes, and I'll be back in just a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everyone in between, I'm going to rock a 3-minute block of ads here to get rid of any pre-roll ads for incoming viewers. Your patience is appreciated. We will resume right after these messages.
What can you do on the moon? You can't even breathe on the moon. Can't lie down in the dunes and hold your baby tight. You can't hug your baby on the moon. What can you do on the sun? You'd be burned to pieces on the sun. In the darkness with your love, trembling in the night. That could never happen on the sun. What can you do in this world? You can't even love in this world. You can't face the darkness, can't face the light. You can't even live in this world. You can't even breathe in this world. You can't even love in this world.
Revolution X at Walmart. Oh my goodness. You had the Yoshi light gun game? Oh my goodness, yes, heck yes. Yoshi Safari with the Super Scope 6 on the Super Nintendo. Excellent, excellent choice there. That along with Metal Combat was also pretty sweet, I think. Mama Panda wants me to read 3 pages of video game history starting from page 185. You got it. Let's see what happened on page 185 in the book known as Console Wars. Yeah, I tweaked the reward a little bit so that it wouldn't be as time-consuming, but nevertheless, there's some super cheeky stuff that happens here. Page 185 is the second page of chapter 20 called Worth Waiting For. At first, Sega managed the problem by air freighting in systems from Japan, a costly proposition, but worth the additional overhead to avoid losing customers. But like a band-aid that's lost its sticking power, this was no longer a viable option as the holidays approached and demand skyrocketed. To maintain the momentum, Nielsen spearheaded a marketing program intended to prevent parents from settling for Nintendo at any cost. The initial concept was for a pre-order reservation kit that would ensure customers a Genesis by a certain date and reward them for waiting with a free collectible t-shirt. But with the crazy Christmas season around the bend, it was impossible to get retailers set up in time. So Nielsen took the idea and stuck it in his pocket for a rainy day, at the time not realizing how well it would serve Sega in the future. Instead, with the same c'est la vie spirit that Kalinske and Nielsen had taken 1 year earlier with the Buster Douglas game, Sega decided to embrace the dilemma. Starting on December 9th, Sega launched their Worth Waiting For campaign. They aired ads on national television and radio. Print would have taken too long to speak directly to customers and let them know that even though the Genesis was red hot and might be hard to find, they shouldn't give in and buy a Super Nintendo. Sega revealed that they were air freighting in new systems every day and suggested that customers keep checking with their local stores, turning a frustrating shortage into something of a rousing scavenger hunt. The ads also publicized a toll-free number that allowed callers to voice their grievances and, at the same time, receive a special offer to buy one of 4 titles directly from Sega with guaranteed arrival before Christmas. As a result, Sega managed to dominate the holiday season and edge out their hated rival. Or did they? Kalinske stared out the window of his new office, positively convinced that Sega had stolen Christmas from Nintendo. 800 miles north, however, it was fair to assume that Peter Main was drinking a cup of coffee and reveling in Nintendo's destruction of Sega. Nintendo claimed to have its goal of 2.1 million Super Nintendos sold by the end of 1991. The problem was, however, that even though Nintendo had sold all these systems to retailers, those retailers had only sold about 70% of the product, meaning that on the day after Christmas, stores still had 30% of their Nintendo inventory on the shelves, which they could return, mark down, or continue to sell. Sega, on the other hand, sold through a staggering 95% of their systems, totaling 1.6 million by the end of the year. Though numbers can get slippery, Sega's 1.6 million was higher than Nintendo's 1.4 million, thus 70% of 2.1 million, making them the clear victor. Then again, Nintendo had only been selling the Super Nintendo since September, just a third of the entire year, further devolving the issue to a heated cup of number soup. True or false? Steve Race asked, sidling into Kalinske's office. The real reason we moved from South San Francisco to Redwood City is because Nakayama believed the wind here would be kinder to his comb-over. I can neither confirm nor deny that, Kalinske said, as Race took a seat in front of his desk. But if I had to lean one way or the other, it would not be towards deny. Perfect, Race said. I've always believed there's an illustrious career waiting for me in the conspiracy theory racket. Oh yeah? Kalinske asked. Well, there's an illustrious career waiting for you here at Sega if you're ready to make the move to full-time. Jumping right in the ball pit, are you? Race mused. How dare you deprive me of that patented Kalinske small talk? For example, how was your Christmas? You want small talk? Kalinske playfully replied. All right, here you go. During the break, Karen comes up to me with a sneaky look on her face. It's a classic of hers, one of my favorites. She tells me she has news. Which do I want first, the good news or the bad? Of course I want the good. So that's what I say. And back comes that sneaky look. She says, "It's a boy!" Congrats, Race exclaimed. That's a hell of a gift. Sure is, Kalinske replied. What about you? How was your Christmas? There may have been some seasonal debauchery, Race murmured, but nothing too crazy. In fact, for the most part, it was a very Sega-filled holiday season. I started really digging into the handheld market. Is your disciple not working out? Rather the opposite. Thus far, Diane has been a godsend, Race said, referring to Diane Adair. Race had hired her in late November to replace Bob Botch, Sega's director of marketing responsible for the Game Gear, who left to become president of a software company called US Gold. Though Race was admittedly not broken-hearted to see Botch go, as he had grown tired of breaking up shouting matches between Botch and Nilsson, the timing couldn't have been worse. With Sega growing at sonic speed, Botch's departure threatened to throw a wrench into things. Luckily, Adair fit right in and hit the ground running. She was a doe-eyed woman with a happy-go-lucky voice. She wasn't afraid to dive headfirst into problems or get her hands dirty. With Nintendo now in the 16-bit console business, Sega's executive staff wanted to extend the lines of battle and make their opponents fight a war on 2 fronts, hence the emphasis on the handheld Game Gear. At this point, Game Gear had been in stores for over 6 months, and sales were strong but not spectacular. Part of the reason was continued problems with battery life, but a larger part was lack of software, visibility, and brand identity. Kalinske hoped that Adair could pull a rabbit from her hat and do for the Game Gear what Nilsson was doing for the Genesis. Sega had been able to come up with creative solutions to some of the challenges. For example, an accessory could be purchased to extend battery life, and found imaginative ways to take advantage of the Game Gear's un-Nintendo-like ability to display colors. A tuner could be purchased that allowed one to watch TV on the handheld. During her second week on the job, Adair became fast friends with Race's other key hire, EBVB. Both women had been sent to Los Angeles for media training sessions with their PR guru Brenda Lynch at MSNL. There, Adair was wowed by EBVB's on-camera presence and her talent for compressing complicated topics into easily digestible media bites. EBVB, equally smitten, perceived Adair as a model of efficiency, always planning 10 steps ahead with another 5 steps in reserve as a backup in case things went awry. Mutual admiration quickly led to daily morning jogs, which ultimately led to long-lasting friendship. She's a playmaker, Race said, who had known Adair since the late 80s, when she had worked for him at a failed startup called Homestar that sold housewares by phone. She's just as good in the worst of times as she is in the best of times. That's rare, trust me. She'll be a big part of what you're putting together here. I don't doubt it, Kalinsky said, but what about you? Right now, the $64,000 question, Race said with a grin. There's a lot more money in it for you than 64 grand. So there we go. Mama Panda redeemed her Mega Blaze, 3,333 of them, for a nice little read-off of video game history from the book Console Wars. Pick it up however you can. It is truly a good time. Nina Lee, what is going on? Oh my goodness. Happy Friday evening to you, Nina Lee. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, having a small break in the stream because I just read 3 pages out of Console Wars. How you doing, Nina Lee? Is everything going well with Ghost of Tsushima and Origami King? And I hope life is improving in general for you. I know you've had, I know you've had your struggles and stuff, but I hope things are getting better for you. And my dear sweet moderator, Gravebook, has entered the chat as well. Thanks for popping in here so that you can crack your whip and do all the right things here. Nina Lee, you were lurking. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for saying hello. And yeah, Contrix, I really think you should get this book. I feel like it's gonna grip your entire soul right there. So let's swim back across the river, I guess, and get back to the real world. Glad to hear it's going okay, Nina Lee. Heck yeah, Mama Panda. If you just added it. If those 3 pages were probably like some of the least interesting stuff in the book too. I was rereading some of it in the past couple days and I was like just shocked. There's this, we were talking sushi earlier and I happened to read some pages that were all about someone eating some fugu or puffer fish. And it was a riot. It was an absolute riot. But I will save that for another channel point redemption. Nina Lee, looking forward to hanging out with cool peeps. Oh, I love your community, Nina Lee. Love it so much. I mean, even though, yeah, I'm kind of a part of it, but also kind of not. But a lot of the places I hang out on Twitch these days is because of you. So I have nothing but gratitude in my heart for everything that you have going on in streaming, Nina Lee. Gravebook killed a wine glass. Oh man, I was so close to pulling out my bottle of rosé tonight, but I also remembered how I was getting last week when I was drinking wine on stream, and you know, I don't think I need to repeat that tonight, especially having come off of work and wanting to manage my energy levels. So maybe I'll do that for the bonus stream tomorrow, Gravebook. How about that? Some Super Panda adventure and sipping on some wine. Thanks, Nina Lee. Yeah, everyone, if you're not already, and I've probably bought you subs to her already, please follow Nina Lee. She is the queen of the night. She will make all your dreams come true in her stream, I promise. Oh, the tea is finally wearing off, Mama Panda. All right, well, I guess you got to go out on top, right? You got your channel points redemption, and you got another book to add to your queue out of all the many books that are in your life. All right, so now all that entire training level, so I can finally swoop. Uh-oh. How about yeah, like that. I didn't say drunk, Contrix. I just said I could be drinking wine. Whether I get drunk, that's totally up to the amount of food that I eat. Damn, this game is beautiful. Gravebook, you were trying to grab a water glass, but bumped into the wine glass.
Wow, the village has been restored. Sakia came through big time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I could have spent more time in her kimono, if you know what I mean. But seriously, with monsters running around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're all doing down there.
I am on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, it was far too easy to pick this game up for only $20. Ooh. Oh hey, one of these.
What in the world?
I don't remember there being a statue here.
Well, whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers.
I'm assuming the villagers are up here. Started this but didn't get to finish. How, were you streaming this, Nina Lee?
I've got a bad feeling about this. Kamiki Village is supposed to be famous for its scenic beauty. I wonder what's going on down there.
Yeah, sometimes the streaming doesn't always go your way with a game, and well, I'm only a little more than an hour in, and I'm having a good time with it so far. These Zelda vibes are intense with this, so I'm already kind of in love. Do I just need to like jump down? Is that what the game's trying to make me do? Or do I need to find another way? All these unlit torches, they're hinting at something for sure. All right, this is just going backwards. Okay. Oh, I could go this way. There's some of the village action. More statues.
Hey, there's a statue here too. It's like the village has turned to stone or something.
You liked it. It was a few years ago. Just didn't seem like the community was, so had to make the hard call and move on. I'm totally with you there. Sometimes you run into a game and it seems like a good idea. It seems like it's going to hit the right balance for everyone, and then you give it 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 streams and you just can't do it anymore. It just doesn't feel right.
Not again? It's one of those smaller monsters you're lurking about. A roar like that's gotta belong to something much bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here.
No pulses? No sign reading, just do stuff. Oh hey, a mirror. That's important. Yeah, I'm gonna override it. I'm gonna be irresponsible and override it. Well, this is spooky. Oh, a face. Or not.
Who the heck put this big rock here? It's blocking the only road out of this village. Doesn't look like you could squeeze through anywhere. Besides, I don't even know if it's safe to leave the village yet.
Oh, and is it too big that I can't,
Looks like Power Slash just isn't enough.
Okay. Well then. No time to be goofing off. Hey, I didn't think that exploring was goofing off. Jeez. Like, at this point, where the heck is a brother supposed to go? Oh, it's a clever little, like, air meter there. Oh, wait, there's these little islands over here. And nope. Oh! Oh, poor puppy. I guess that's not an option. Or do I just have to take a mighty leap? Well, that auto jump wasn't enough. No love there. And I don't exactly have an arrow to help guide me this time, which is odd. Or was there something up here that I possibly missed? Trying to draw the sun or something? Maybe a god, but come on, that's impossible. Well, geez, I'm only trying to cure the darkness here. Is there a clue that Villages are turned to stone. Okay. No good. This one's not moving. Everyone here was perfectly fine just a few hours ago. There's definitely something strange going on around here. The village is back. What's up with this dark sky? Maybe it's dark outside the village too? Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. Oh. Oh, now there's an arrow. Let's go back to that sacred deck we were on before. Gee, the place where I tried to draw the sun and you said it was a bad idea? This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's as black as far as the eye can see. Not a single villager can move a muscle. Some kind of curse? A monster do this? It's not gonna stay like this forever, is it? If only the sun were out to light our way. If you could draw a circle in the sky, we'd have ourselves a sun. But I guess that'd be impossible, even for a god like you. Maybe we better seek out another brush god for help. Of course, if you had that kind of power from the start, that'd be a different story. Huh? But you drew a circle in the sky before, didn't you? You're not hiding your brush techniques from me, are you? Was it not big enough? What? Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. That's the name of the sun god. So it'd follow that you had the sunrise technique from the start. With it, you could even turn night into day.
Wow, you're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. The flowing brush is like music from the heavens. That's a line from one of my grandfather's poems. He felt a skilled artist was like a musician of shape and color. Since you're such a great artist yourself, why don't we name your brushwork after that poem of his? It's called the Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun. Well, Amy, let's go back to the village. We gotta see if the villagers are back to normal now.
Oh, yeah.
Village Elder, Mr. Orange.
Oh, hey, Wolf. Not the one who fought that terrible creature with Nagi. You couldn't possibly be the legendary Suinoi. No, it can't be. That story is 100 years old. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Suinoi. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart. Huh? Oh, no need to growl like that. Can you really understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not one to mince words. I just state the facts.
Oh my god, one of these days gotta show you my clip of me trying to draw a circle. Please do, Nina Lee. Sometimes you gotta do things the Neen's way, and sometimes the Neen's way means you try 12 times. Famijack! What's going on, Famijack? Good to see you. Hope you're having a Friday night. Your wife kept your account warm for you before you got here.
Oh, what's this sudden chill down my spine?
Here they come, Furball. These are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into villages and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside, Furball. This is a job for my trusty sword, Dinkomaru.
That poor old man! How about your butt? Oh, Femijack here at work. Hey, don't worry, Nina Lee. I certainly have my moments too where I fail things that are supposed to be super easy. We all have it. It's embarrassing, but we keep the stream going. Assholes need to stop staying at hotels. Ugh. That sounds brutal, Femijack. Well, you're keeping a lid on things at least.
Wow, you get really aggressive when you're mad, don't you? Hey, you got yourself some praise. And look, see how that dried up spring began flowing again? That's because raiding an area of monsters restores the god's power. People call it divine intervention. The more you restore the land to its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get. It's the source of your power. Few people believe in gods these days, and that may weaken you. But if you try real hard, your true power just might shine through. But boy, there sure has been a lot of monsters around lately. And that Mr. Orange you tossed up on the sacred deck, looks like he thinks you're a regular wolf. Seems like gods have grown so weak people can't see them anymore. Anyway, I'll show you around the village. I have a feeling we're in for an epic adventure. This should be fun, Furball. Ooh, and there's a chest. Huh? You obtained feed bag seeds. Freshly roasted seeds that seed-loving animals can't resist. Why, you little devil, look at this sweet grub you found. Hey, wait, this is animal food. Still, you can save it, give it to animals. Let's use it when we try to approach animals later. Something good might come out of using it the right way. I know gods aren't supposed to use creatures in this manner, but what the heck, let's make an exception this time. Oh, I almost forgot, there's something I wanted to tell you. Whenever you want to check the items you've obtained, just press the plus to open the fan menu. While the fan menu is open, you can check and use the items you have. There are other things you can do in there too. The fan menu is your key to a successful adventure. Alright then. Woohoo! Okay. I got birds right here I can use the seeds on immediately. Why not? Oh, that's beautiful. Huh.
Okay, bird, are you going to do something for me? That was an odd cutscene. Oh, but it got me some praise. Okay. Look at all those hearts surrounding me. I'll take them. That was an excessively long cutscene for some reason. Uh-oh. Rikaku with the host. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it, dude. We got both brothers in here. What's going on, Rikaku? Happy birthday. You were rocking some epic sushi today. Happy for you that things are starting to turn up for you.
Great serenade. Oh no.
I feel it, I sense it. Foul beasts dwell in this place. Concentrate, look hard, you see, right behind you now. Jeez. Oh, come on. I thought I gave him the good strokes. Rikaku will never finish this game, apparently. Humans are not witness to such battles, but I saw it. The fighting went on for exactly 20 seconds. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely some parts about this game where I need to just power through it.
Great serenade. Oh no.
Okay, I'm done with this area. Okay, so that dude is timing my battles. I wonder if I keep talking to him, it'll probably trigger another battle, and I should do it faster. I am rocking this on the Nintendo Switcheroony. I've had just about enough of this. I don't know if it's stray dogs or monsters or what, but someone keeps messing up my crops. Going around digging holes with X makes me mad. If I catch you digging around here, you'll get a good thumping. Yeah, what a fine-looking wolf. What's your name? Mine's Kushi. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sake brewer Kushi. Wrecking in the fields again, are ya? Isun, are you and the wolf together? This is where I grow the rice for making my sake, you know? But I have to manage the harvest all on my own. It's hard work. Maybe I should give Susanoo. We should have Susanoo give me a hand this year. Oh, listen to me blabbering on. I just can't help chatting to you. Why, Amy, I think you just found a friend here. You'll meet many people who want to talk to you like this. You should talk to them 2 or even 3 times. Being a god and all, you can actually tell when to talk, because you'll see a triangle above their head. That means they'll still have something to say. It might even be valuable information sometimes. They may just be muttering to themselves, but it pays to listen. Seriously, super pretty game here. Even if it's just kind of an upscaled version of a game from 2006, they did it really well. Susanoo's a neighbor of mine. He's a little unusual, but he goes around with a huge sword slung over his shoulder. He's always practicing with it. I see he's a direct descendant of our legendary hero, Nagi. He loves his sake too. He often pops around here to buy it. This is starting to really feel like imagine if you took Zelda and removed all of the parts that make it a bit more secular and just made it all extremely Japanese as heck, just fully went all in on the Japanese-ness of the concept, and we have Okami. Alright, Wolf, now that's a rare sight. Did you come down from the mountains just to play with us? Well, you better be careful, dear. Lately, some monsters have been attacking the villagers.
Do you even know who you're talking to, Grandma? This here is Shiranoy Reborn. The wolf and I have it covered. These monsters are history. Well, if it isn't Ishun and riding a wolf, are we? This one certainly resembles Shiranoy, especially the nose. Well, I'd better get back to my work. Great book. Brain equates pretty to quality. Brains are weird. I'm trying to think of games that were absolutely gorgeous but were terrible to play. Can't think of too many off the top of my head right now, but I'm sure if I made some effort, I could figure a few out. But at the very least, the quality part, if the graphics are good, then that means a lot of attention to detail was put in the game. So you could somewhat assume that that means all the right things. Rockstar Games. She's always snoring like a bear. This is the home of 2-bit middle-aged warrior Susanoo. He goes around claiming to be a descendant of Nagi. He's famous around here for his lineage, but he's awfully lazy, too off the wall to be a descendant of the legendary hero. Well, let's go in and wake him up, shall we? Ooh. That's a nice sword on the wall. Hey, is it just me? Can you hear snoring from underneath this jug? Oh my. What an unfortunate accident. Wolfie go down to hole. The more times you have to press the attack button, the better the game is. Works for Dynasty Warriors. Basically. The classic Japanese snot bubble for sleeping. Love it. Our greatest. Oh, Kushi, let's. Oh, looks like he ain't waking up anytime soon. He's out cold. Oh, Kushi, let's. Oh. What if I bark? Oh wait. What's the? If that didn't wake him, nothing will. Let's just leave him for a while and find something else to do. Alright, fine. I gotta say, I'm glad that I'm playing this now instead of playing it like right after I played Twilight Princess, or I would just start to feel really like bored with the concept. But Amaterasu here controls way better than Wolf Link ever did. I'll say that much. Wolf Link always felt a little bit clumsy to me. I still love Twilight Princess, but it had its flaws, as all games do. Look at this rock here. It's blocking the only road out of this village. Doesn't look like you can squeeze through anywhere. Besides, I don't even know if it's safe to leave the village yet. Heave! This is weird. My mind really wants to shift this rock, but my body won't cooperate. It's like I'm made of lead. Could this be a case of demonic possession? I sure hope not. Yeah, it doesn't help that both games came out around the same time. Both products in 2006. Oh dear. It's got a guitar. Okay, I'm gonna get this right. There we go. At least that one hit. Not black and white yet. Okay, I guess the encounter's over. There we go. Time good, damage not so good. But this same studio, I believe, did Beautiful Joe, so that whole score counter after a battle encounter is very much Beautiful Joe as well. I think you'll find that it's actually called the Shamisen. You accumulated praise. Whoa, Amy, you suddenly started glowing. That means your divine attributes can be enhanced. Well, you sure look excited. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Let's take a stab at enhancing your divine attributes. I'm gonna open the fan menu where you'll see your divine attributes. Use the praise you've accumulated to enhance any attribute you want. Oh, this is neat. I have 55. Ooh,
Astral Pouch is pricey. And my wallet's also pricey. But I'm going to prioritize health here. All right. Well, is it all coming back to you or what? Also, the same studio effectively turned into Platinum Games. I did not know that, because I think that, as Beautiful Joe, I believe it started as Clover. A show after it. Oh, there was a Beautiful Joe show? I did not know that. I need to watch this, whatever it is, because Beautiful Joe deserved to be so much bigger than it ever is. I can't believe it's been abandoned for so long. Huh? It's hard to notice such a small enhancement. Oh, lighten up, Furball. This is one big step for the new and improved Amaterasu. Keep up the good work. Oh, I almost forgot. We better shake it on that dude. I feel as light as a feather now. Sadly, that doesn't make it any easier to shift this boulder. Who went and blocked the only path out of here anyway? There's no way I can get back to the city now. Say, pup, your owner lives here in the village, right? So you must know that guy Susanoo. Can you get him to come here? They say he's a descendant of the legendary hero, Nagi. If anyone can do something about this rock, it's him. That's strange. The boulder wasn't here before. Alright. The show wasn't good. That's a bummer, because the entire concept laid out in the games, just basically going through a bunch of movie tropes, was great. Henshin a go-go, baby! Beautiful Joe, possibly on Kids WB. That could make sense. I vaguely remember commercials for it, actually. I am the greatest. Oh, Kushi, let's wake this guy up. What the? Huh? I feel so well rested. Planned to meditate on the ground, but fell fast asleep. Who are you? And what business do you have with Susanoo, the greatest warrior ever? The great warrior Susanoo. You will be some of my great exploits now. Well, Fido, I'm not looking for apprentices. Go back to the mountains and play with your monkey friends. How dare a major mutt like you interrupt my meditation? Get a load of this guy, all brawn and no brains. Quit messing around and come with us. You stopping here again? Quit bugging me, you bug. I told you, don't call me a bug. Come on, Amy. We're taking him with us. What do you think you're doing? Put me down this instant. What will the neighbors think? That's right. You're mounted up with a wolf. Deal with it. I love the way he's just flopping around up there. American versions of things are that way. Yeah, unfortunately, Americans get, You major mutt. You brought me all the way here to test yourself against me, and prepare to taste the wrath of my trusty blade. Go ahead, Boku. Hold on a minute. You're the legendary Susanoo? Yep, none other than Susanoo, the greatest warrior who ever lived. And by the way, never interrupt warriors engaged in battle. But I've got a favor to ask you. This huge boulder blocking the path is really getting in my way. Can't you do something about it? What? Come on, please. You are Nagi's descendant, aren't you? Surely one stone's no match for your mighty skills, right? It is certainly not beyond my ability. Really? Great. Okay then, no time like the present. Go for it. Wait, a warlord this size is not very easy. Even for me, this will require my utmost focus to magnify the power of my sword. I shall retire to the training grounds to make preparations. Wait for my return. Oh, I wonder? I've never seen the guy train seriously ever.
Can that guy really handle this? Oh well, I guess all I can do is wait here. I can say Avatar: The Last Airbender is probably our greatest, one of our greatest. I would put Avatar: The Last Airbender and Castlevania as our greatest attempts at emulating the entire vibe of anime and it having actually worked. Oh, jeez.
I know I told that merchant I could help, but a boulder of that size, I don't care if I'm of a legendary bloodline, it's just too big. I can't believe I've run out of sake at a time like this. This won't do one bit. That's it for today. I'll just have to train tomorrow.
I mean, so much stuff is animated in Korea. When it comes to animation in Korea, there's a fun little bit of trivia that comes around from, believe it or not, Tiny Toon Adventures that farmed out some of their animation to a Korean studio, and you could always tell that Korean studio took over for an episode because the animation had this much more fluid and bouncy quality to it, and there was a signature dance that took place during those segments. Please also never let a Korean person hear you compare them to Japan. Also, yes, there is that. Very much lots of historical precedent for the countries to not be fond of each other. Oh, hello there. Got a bit of a problem, you know. I have to polish rice in the mill house before I can use it. The mill's broken. Wicked monster broke it the other day. Let's hope it's trying to make good sake without clean rice. Oh, that's too bad. I should never have let that monster try my new thunder brew. A broken mill and flattened crops. It's all the thanks I get. Don't go giving monsters sake. They're bad enough sober. Sheesh, what was she thinking? Anyway, I guess it's a matter of fixing something that's broken. Sounds like something you could handle with your brush, Amy. No. Well, let's see how my drawing skills go here, at the very least. Oh dear. Oh, the ink only sticks to the parts that it's supposed to go on. Like flux for solder. What's this? The mill's been mended. Who on earth did that? I'd completely given up on my idea of making my sake, but now I can get on with polishing the rice. Well, no time like the present. Better get started. Alright, helping people. That's what this game is all about. Oh, what's this child on about? Huh? A white wolf? Now that's just plain weird. Sure looks like a weak little bugger. Think you could beat my dog Hayabusa? Well, listen to this. There's this field my mama tends to, you see? Well, Hayabusa managed to dig up 9 turnips in a row. Even though my mama was chasing him around trying to slug him. There are actually 10 turnips in that field. Hayabusa's fixing to get all 10. That's a very funny name for a dog. You consumed turnip. Tuber with crispy texture. Fills astral pouch. I generally prefer Silence of the Gibberish Seizure that started with Banjo-Kazooie. I don't blame you one bit. There's definitely... Oh? Okay, the hit resets the game.
This is silly. Rankin Bass animated in Japan. Oh wow. I guess when it comes to Rankin Bass, and that animation studio, they really use their B squad to animate those. Oh, 6. I only mention this because the last unicorn is amazing. Oh, okay. I never entirely equated Rankin Bass animation with quality. Ooh. You consumed rice balls. Balls of rice wrapped in seaweed. Fills astral pouch a little bit. You're interested in how to brew sake? Are you, Snowy? Well, this thing's for polishing the rice, you see? Oh, I'll tell you what, I've got something I think you'll like. It's just some leftover stock from the store, but I made it myself. It's called Vista of the Gods. Oh, but are you even old enough to drink, Snowy? Oh. You consumed bale of rice. Bale of rice fastened with straw. Fills astral pouch. That's nice. Gotta carefully bring the sake over. I guess I don't have to be that careful. I can run as fast as I want with it. The bottle is sealed. Oh man. I guess probably because it's early game. If this were like a mid-game quest, I'd have to move very slowly and I would be attacked by enemies or something.
Right there, Fido. That smell, is that Kushi's famous homebrewed sake?
You offered Vista of the Gods.
Fido, my friend, did you bring me some of Kushi's sake? Oh, what a glorious day. Ah, good old sake. A man without drink is like a warrior without his trusty soul. In fact, it is said that Nagi himself relied on the power of sake in his battle with the dreaded Orochi. It's all so clear now. Let the training begin! I'll just try a bit of my usual routine. Okay, here I come. You shall not get off so easy next time, dummy.
Oh, sort of became Studio Ghibli.
Let me get mentally prepared here. Okay, here I come.
That ties it all together about how one studio became another studio. Clover technically became Platinum, and then an old Rankin Bass animation studio became Studio Ghibli.
Feast your eyes on this. Susanoo style. Exploding implosion.
I have to make him think he sliced these things.
Huh? Here!
Gravebook, insanely tired. Ran around with one of the people I was doing outreach with. Played laser tag. Oh, you've had a day, Gravebook. Wow. Yeah, if you need to sleep, totally get it.
Susanoo style. Exploding implosion.
Oh, now my brushstroke works. That's amazing. You sliced that huge rock clean in half. You really are something. You have to wind down still. Oh, I didn't think you could do it, Pops.
Me either. I mean, of course I could. After all, I am Susanoo, the greatest warrior ever.
You weren't just showing off when you said you're Nagi's descendant. Someone like you'd have no trouble fighting monsters off, huh? Well, anyway, thanks a lot. Now I can start doing business again. Oh, bowling is fun. 311 Phillies bought this game on Switch recently. Need to play it soon. Hey, what's going on, 311 Phillies? Good to see you again. Yeah, I literally bought this game yesterday. Yeah, I'm playing it on the Switch as well. The fact that all this much a game that's this size, that has this much content and only $20, I think it's worth it. Totally worth it. How you doing, 311? Good to see you. Happy Friday.
Did you say monsters? Oh, of course, no problem. This is a job for the most skilled warrior in all of Nippon.
Yeah, no one's ever supposed to be good at bowling, but you have fun while you're slinging the ball anyway.
Yes, I shall rid these lads of their vile presence. Just sit back and watch the Prince Usano work his magic.
Gonna fight your phone, Gravebook.
He shouldn't get all puffed up. He's nothing without us. Think he'll be okay? Monsters outside the village are nasty.
Glorious Amaterasu. Wait, why is your butt showing? I didn't notice that before. There are some strategic cutouts in her robe. What a pleasure to witness your heroic deeds. I am in awe. When you cleave the boulder into two, my heart skipped a beat. To see your skills with the brush is to be a witness to great art.
Yeah, so do we get a reward or something, lady?
I hardly think your participation had any impact, little bug.
It's Isun! Isun! Stop calling me a bug! I'll crawl back into your kimono if you say that again.
This bug is a pervert. What's going on, Navigator? Good to see you, dude. 311, did great. Thanks, just winding down. Enjoyed your stream before, so figured I'd watch a bit before crashing. Oh, I appreciate that a lot, 311 Phillies. Yeah, I'm just trying my best with my game selection, and I love hanging out with all my people here. Wonderful crowd tonight. Happy to have you here too, Navigator. Good nerding out with you earlier. I hope that PlayStation you're working on is going to come along nicely and serve you well, especially for the X-Station upgrade. My word.
Now relax, lady. Furball here's more comfy anyway. Let's get back to that reward thing you were talking about. Come on, Amy. Put your paw up or something. Go on, shake.
I must apologize. I would like to reward you, but I'm afraid I haven't the power. I can barely muster enough strength to make a flower bloom. Though my body stands firmly here within the confines of the village, my roots spread far and wide, protecting remote areas outside. These parts of me are known as guardian saplings. They collect the praise and adoration that gives me strength. The recent evil is eroding the guardian saplings. If this continues, I will wilt away as well, and my power will vanish. Worse yet, the dark power grows stronger with each passing day. Life as we know it will be consumed utterly in no time.
Oh man, this is getting heavy.
Great and powerful Amaterasu, could I be so bold as to request your assistance in rejuvenating these guardian saplings by my lifting the curse that enslaves them? Oh, 311, you're friends with Itty Bitty Ruby. I don't think I caught that little detail last time, so I appreciate that very much. And Navigator, I'm happy that your PlayStation works because I've definitely heard a lot of horror stories about the PlayStation laser assembly, and the fact that you got a launch model means that it was the odds were not in favor that that laser on that PlayStation was still going to be functional. So I guess that PlayStation just was used and was functional before it was put away in storage, and now still good to this day. No, Famaject, this is not a bonus stream. Bonus streams take place on stream off days. This is a traditional Friday stream, so we are going to continue with Okami. Okami is still within the realm of what I'd consider retro, so this is just day one of it. The bonus stream takes place tomorrow, where Gravebook called upon the bonus stream to take place. Tomorrow's bonus stream is going to be Super Panda Adventures and Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Yeah, all 3 Bloodstained games are excellent. Yeah, they all come highly recommended. I mean, the dude who did Castlevania wanted to break out and make some more, so that's what it's all about. All right, have a good night, Contrix. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate it very much. Hope the wife feels better soon. And Navigator has a sudden urge to play Marvel 3. Now, see, after Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I'm like, you know what? They should have gone out on top. There shouldn't have been a Marvel 3. Unless you're talking about a different Marvel game. Never heard of Super Panda Adventures either. I hadn't heard of it either until Gravebook pointed out. It's only $5 on Steam. I played about a half hour of it last night just to get a feel for it, and it is shockingly good. A $5 game has no business being that decent. Would your game be retro enough, or would that count as new? This is the thing, Famajack. Being that this is still my stream, I can always find weird little justifications or workarounds or technicalities that let me consider a game be retro. You may recall for a while I was doing Super Mario Maker Tuesdays. And, well, because Super Mario Maker is filled with so many classic Mario elements, it just barely squeaks in enough to be considered retro. So that's why I happily played it quite a bit. But yeah, Okami, coming from 2006 on the PlayStation 2, solidly retro. And Famajack, if you're talking about the game that you're creating, you know, it's retro-inspired enough. It wants to emulate a certain game. It's inspired by a certain game from the past, so perhaps I could at least bonus stream it, I think, whenever you find a way to complete it. Navigator, think about kicking around, getting a GameShark Pro to do the Unirom mod in the meantime. Ooh, not heard of the Unirom. I need to read up on this. Mod-free boot disk and firmware with import player for Explore. Whoa! This is cool. It's almost like Pseudo Saturn, but for the PlayStation. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, Famajack, I look forward to messing around with the finished product in some way. These guardian saplings, by lifting the curse and enslaves them, I shall mark the location of nearby saplings on your map. Eastern Nippon. Whoa, I've got a lot of game world to explore. The entirety of Nippon. Oh, I can't. I was hoping I could pan around, but apparently not. I've grown tired. I haven't even the strength to speak now. I hope that my request has not fallen on deaf ears. Amaterasu, may the fresh scent of flowers protect you always. Ah! I'm always itching for a good fight, but I sure don't want to poke my nose into this mess. Still, I'm stuck with Furball here till I get all the brush skills. Anyway, Emmy's a god and all. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, did you listen to her? Furball, listen to me. You get the rest of the brush techniques to save the world, and I'll steal and learn them. Yeah, that's the ticket. At any rate, let's start by following those marks on the map. Alright, another good section completed. Looks like I'm in a fairly safe place here. So, you guys, I'm going to go crank myself another little bit of a break here. Gonna go step away for a little bit to do some human things and do some minor stuff around the house. So, please, you also feel free, stretch your legs, grab a snack. You also go do human things as well. I will be back in just a short little bit here. Let's find some good music to start with. And you know what? This, oh no, I want to go something. It feels a little bit different. Oh, this is a good one. I'll go with this. All right. break time. I'll see you in a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everyone in between, I am going to rock a 3-minute block of ads here to get rid of any pre-roll ads for incoming viewers. Your patience is appreciated. We will resume right after these messages. Okay, might be time for me to make my return. There's still a little bit more Okami to explore. I'm feeling really good about this game. It's really winning me over, to say the least. All you need is a legit purchase copy of Brain Age from the eShop, and you are good to go with jailbreaking your Wii U. Yeah, and isn't that just like one of like 2 or 3 different ways to jailbreak a Wii U as well? I thought there was still a way you could, much like the Wii, jailbreak a Wii U using the SD card slot as well, like throw a loaded thing into, throw the payload onto an SD card, boot into the Wii menu, and then launch something there, I think. But yeah, the Brain Age one I think is the easiest one. Kind of like soft modding an Xbox with Splinter Cell. Oh, dude's shop was right here the whole time. Okay, then. Guess I better offload some stock before heading back. Feel free to take a look if you've been sent to do the shopping, pup. I still have yet to find a voice for this guy. Seeds, herbs, meat, fish. Exorcism. Paper depicting holy incantations slightly damages nearby enemies. Yeah, but there's only one of them at a time. Steel fist sake. Sake brewed with the spirit of steel. Temporarily increases attack power. Steel soul sake. Defense. Holy bone. Oh yeah, definitely gonna buy some holy bones here. 2 involve a DS game, Haxchi, and Cold Boot Haxchi, and the 3rd involves the Wii U browser. Ah, yeah. Oh, that's right. I have heard of the Wii U browser one. Yeah, you've got your choices, and it's just probably just a matter of what you're willing to pay for or what materials you have on hand. The browser exploit is really slick, too. Yeah, grab yourself a couple external hard drives. Load them up with Wii and GameCube ISOs and stuff like that, and go have a ball. It's sad the Switch doesn't have a browser. I mean, the Switch technically does have a browser for a WebAuth when you're connecting social media accounts, but it doesn't have a proper browser you can open up. And that's probably incredibly intentional by Nintendo. Keep in mind, Cold Boot Haxchi is the optimum version because the other 2 must be activated every time after a reset. Ooh, that sounds neat. A couple feed bags. Sure. And you know what? Might as well buy a couple more holy bones. Alright, well I guess I get to go this way into a glowing light. Shinshu Field. Huh? You probably know this already, Amy, but this here is Shinshu Field, the most beautiful field in Nippon. At least, it's supposed to be. But ever since that incident, I've been getting a bad vibe. Better watch where we're going. You can look at the map by holding down ZL. Let's pay attention to the map as we push ahead. Oh, cool, the map shows up in real time. Oh, I love it. Yeah, part of those hacks involve changing the proxy settings on the Switch to redirect it to a special thing that does the hack. Yeah, you basically have to keep your Switch from contacting Nintendo and stuff like that. It's a really weird thing, but I totally get why it happens. Amy, that's the first Guardian sapling marked on our map. It's supposed to have a place for travelers to rest and recuperate. But just look at it. Looks like it'd fall over at any moment. This place is definitely cursed from the looks of it. Places where evil has taken hold, luring monsters from far and wide, are known as the cursed zones. But I've never seen one this big. It's withered all the plant life in the area, even that big tree. It'd take a monster with powers beyond even a god to do this. Wait, there's homebrew. Hold on. If I'm reading that correctly, Robert Headley, are you implying that that Plex is a homebrew app available on the Switch? Whatever you do, do not install preloader on your VWii. That tree's an offshoot of Sakya. Protects nature in the area. Maybe the natural beauty here would return if we revived it. How the could we do that anyway? But that's the problem with Plex is that only the people behind Plex create Plex apps. There's no one's creating like a pirate offshoot version of Plex. It would have to come from the Plex company themselves. And I can reasonably surmise that there are not enough hacked Wiis out there to justify creating a hacked version of, or to create a Switch version of Plex. But I'm sure there's probably some other media player app out there that's similar to Plex for homebrew Switches. Oh, yeah, if you're talking about it like that, that's true. Plex accessible from the browser. Yeah, because I've seen people throw some full-on Android on homebrew Switches, so that would probably be your key is by running it in Chrome, basically. Tahana Valley. Oh, that was a lot of yen. And I think my damage bonus is not that great because I'm not slashing enough. But honestly, buying the Wii U replaces so much in terms of retro consoles. Yeah, it really is the right value add because you can basically go for all of Nintendo's entire previous lineage if you get a Wii U and have that output through HDMI. Only issue is that NES emulation of the Wii U is garbage? Really? Of all things. It's not for a lack of horsepower. They probably just need to work on that emulator and porting it. It's probably another port of FCE UX as expected. That FCE core gets ported everywhere. Huh, there's some kind of scary sounds happening right outside my house. NES emulator outputs video too dark? Oh, okay. Because I recall there being issues with the NES, the Nintendo's official NES emulator, outputting video too dark. But I would think that the homebrew NES emulator would be a little bit better than that. Nintendo's gotten in trouble a few times for using dumped ROM builds of games in their official releases. Indeed, yeah. People extracted stuff out of Nintendo consoles and found the INES header in them. Oh, man. But Wii U, yep, PC Engine, Sega Master System, and Genesis. You can have it all. And you know, even the GameCube is gifted. The GameCube, you can emulate NES, SNES, Genesis, Game Boy Advance, and I think there's even a TurboGrafx emulator for it as well. GameCubes are shockingly good too if you don't have a Wii U. There we go. I enjoy how killing the demons, basically creates life where they died. Have an Xbox? Don't even need a Sega CD at this point. Yep, that as well. The emulators on the Xbox will play genuine Sega CD discs, or I could just burn the discs images that I have. Because, like, as cool as it would be to have a Sega CD and a 32X, like, I feel like you really have to be a true fan of those consoles to get them, like you do, Navigator. Oh, come on. There we go. You're colorless. I should be able to slash you. There we go. Boop. Oh, his butt's in the air. Time to throw my sword through his butt. Not spending $100 on a 32X just for 2 games. 32Xs are actually much more expensive than that, unfortunately. I did some price checking on 32Xs a couple weeks ago, and those bad boys are going for $175 easy. See, on the 32X, I would play the 32X versions of Mortal Kombat. I would play Calibri. I would play Knuckles Chaotix. Yeah, there's much better than Doom 32X. I'd much rather play the PlayStation version of Doom. Oh, Brooklyn Video Games has a 32X for a hundo? Wow, that's pretty good. What just happened? How's that here? Chopping wood, communing with nature as usual. And I heard a loud rumbling like an earthquake from the lake. Then a huge gust of wind blew up out of nowhere. I don't know what happened next, but when I came to, it was like this. Oh, Virtua Racing on the 32X has at least a couple of exclusive tracks that can't be found anywhere else, so that's also kind of worth looking into. And now we live in a world where you can get Night Trap on the Switch. Yeah, seriously, we're in this whole crazy place with video gaming. I don't know what happened next, but when it came to, it was like this. I noticed a figure running from the lake towards Kaneki. Whoever it was, man, hope Mother Earth kept him safe. Virtua Racing on Switch is the best version. Yes, it is. It is gorgeous. It's finally a version of Virtua Racing that looks arcade perfect. Absolutely flawless. Maybe even better than the original arcade, actually. Because the arcade was running on CRT monitors, you know, 480i kind of vibes. On the Switch, it's running at 720p, clean and 60 FPS. It's gorgeous. Oh, Night Trap is. Night Trap for $1. Oh, 2 guitar guys. Anyone interested in the Amico? Oh my goodness. Isn't that crazy console that's supposed to be getting that exclusive version of Earthworm Jim? So hard to justify a micro console. Oh, the Amico is gonna be a micro Intellivision? Like an Intellivision Mini? They almost all fail. Oh, totally. The Commodore 64 Mini is actually doing pretty decent. I'm kind of tempted to grab one. Kind of. Oh, it's nice being able to get my... Oh, it's a next-gen Intellivision. And yes, I remember the Ouya. Some of my friends bought an Ouya, and it was fun for them for about like a week, and then they forgot all about it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. After Ouya failed, it was I just found the whole Ouya saga kind of crazy, because after it failed, all the other people who worked on it went on to go continue creating incredible failures. Like, I get it. Like, it was like I kind of understand. It was a Shield TV. It was an NVIDIA Shield before the NVIDIA Shield. It was the prototype. It was just a little too ahead of its time. Had they waited a little bit longer, or maybe even executed better on the concept, it probably would have been fine. But the Ouya was not enough. Its controller felt incredibly cheap too. Yeah, it was a fun emulation machine, and now these days, if you want an emulation machine, just get an NVIDIA Shield. It'll play the heck out of everything because, yeah, that chipset is incredibly powerful. Oh, 3 guitar guys. Yeah, even the Raspberry Pi 4, like, yeah, you can tart it up a lot and all that. Raspberry Pi 4s are great in a lot of contexts, but you're much better off just getting an NVIDIA Shield because there are the emulators that are available for Android are astoundingly good. I think it even, if you install Dolphin on it, I think it even plays GameCube and Wii very well too. Old as the Shield is, it's still pretty capable. Yeah, and it's essentially a Switch running Android, exactly, which makes it solidly powerful. It's basically an Xbox 360 in terms of power. But yeah, if you're looking outside of the NVIDIA Shield, ETA Prime has a wonderful YouTube channel where he's doing, where he just gets as many computers as you can possibly think of, or he'll do custom builds and he'll run emulators on it, so you can get an idea of how much you can, how little you can spend while still being able to emulate stuff like the PSP and the Wii. ETA Prime is the, yeah, that is correct. He is the realest MVP. Dude goes hard for benchmarking affordable hardware, basically. Amico games look like trash. Want it. What's up, nature buddy? Curious about that cave? It's the entrance to a place called Hana Valley. Site of an amazing waterfall, but monsters have moved in now. There's a trippy crystal ball that makes plants grow and shrine there. You think gardeners would be flocking here for it. Actually, not long ago, that Susanna guy went marching in there. It's weird. Normally he runs away at the sight of monsters. And he hardly seems the type to try his hand at gardening. Anyway, it's bad karma, man. You could be attacked if you went in. Blow! The Mister! Oh yeah. Mister is kind of really... Mister is maturing in an incredible fashion to become the thing... Like, you know, start forgetting the Shield, forget the stuff that ETA Prime reviews. Uh-oh. Holy cow, this is bad. It looks like your regular old cursed zone from back there, but the evil here is far worse close up. It'd curse a normal person in a flash. I'm afraid it might even rob you of your power. Well, better get out of there then. FPGA, future of emulation problem. It definitely is, especially with the astounding things that that Analog is doing with the FPGAs. It's just, it really feels like old consoles are truly going to be saved by people willing to put in the work to do FPGA hardware simulation. Oh, a save mirror. Perfect. Lucky number 8. Oh. Actually, now you got me curious. Take 2 SD cards, flash one with game cores, the other with an i386 build, you're golden. Yeah, you just have to freaking pay out the nose for that, What? Yeah, you have to pay out the nose for those SD-RAM modules that are kind of rare as rocking horse shit, apparently. And, my word, just, yikes. Already.
A unique video game system that's redefining entertainment with family and friends. CR Games. Oh dear. It's just a link to you. What? What is this? What is this mobile game crap here? Is this like Android circa 2013? Why? Why? Am I playing games on my Samsung Galaxy S2 again? Like what's going on here? In before Fortnite on Amico. Yeah, cuz are you kidding me? Freaking Missile Command in 3D. VIP pre-orders coming March 3rd. That's kind of embarrassing. Bringing people together again. Fun for everyone. And we mean everyone. 6 premium preloaded games with additional games ranging from $2.99 to $9.99. No bad language, graphic violence, blood, or sexual content. Every game on Amico is rated E for everyone or E10. Gameplay adapts to your skill level. No ads, downloadable content, loot boxes, or in-game purchases. Designed for simplicity. What? Sure, I'll view all tech specs. These aren't tech specs, these are just features. I want to know what kind of processor is hiding inside this thing. Video 1080p HDMI means nothing. 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs on board. Oh, CPU 8 core 1. Wow. You might as well just buy a freaking high-end Amazon Fire tablet and call it a day. I love how they didn't change the controllers because it would change the face of gaming. I wouldn't buy a phone with 2 gigs of RAM. Yeah, what kind of shoddy operating system is on that device that it only has 2 gigs of RAM? You obtain Traveler's Charm. Protects travelers from danger. Increases godhood by 1 level. Yep, Earthworm Jim is effed. Effed in the A. Doug TeNapel can go freaking kick rocks. Ooh. Dancing around the fire. Uh-oh, they noticed me. Honestly, I tell everyone just to get a OnePlus 7T and use that for emulation. Also a solid choice. Like a used OnePlus 7T, probably 300, 400, and then just get an HDMI out dongle for it. And Bluetooth some good controllers to it. Get the NVIDIA... there's the compromise. Get a OnePlus 7T and then buy the NVIDIA Shield controller and party down. Yep, Snapdragon 855. It's a beast. It really is a beast of a phone. Huh? We got rid of the monsters, so why did the gods' power disappear? Guess the curse of the gods in these lands must be really strong. They can't intervene until we do something about the stagnant air. Lack of Widevine support. I forget, what's Widevine? I've heard of Widevine before, but only like in passing. Feedbag fish. Fresh fish, irresistible to animals who dine on fish. Wow, I got a lot of yen really quickly. Or an Xbox One S controller, or the 8-bit dough. Yep. Widevine is the DRM used by everything. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad everyone finally settled on a good DRM scheme. Hey, check out that tree. It's moving. Better be careful, Amy. Uh-oh. Do I gotta choke a tree? Do I gotta attack wood? You see that? Just threw some fruit at us. Show it in business. Try to hit its fruit back at it. Draw one quick stroke to hit the fruit. You remember how, don't you?
There we go. Bang! Look, you stunned it with its own fruit. Let's pass by this creepy old tree while we can. Can't I, like, attack him? Bought a Lenovo tablet, but returned it because it didn't support wide vines. Couldn't watch Netflix in 1080p. Ouch! That's mega lame. Of all things, wouldn't that Lenovo tablet either run Windows or Android? So why wouldn't it support Widevine? That's weird. And Sony still can't figure out auto-switching HDCP. Seriously, it's a freaking nightmare with the PS3 that you cannot turn off HDCP at all on the PS3. You can at least toggle it on the PS4. Widevine has to approve devices on a per-device basis, and there's a fee. Oh, yikes. That's a big yikes. It's like Apple having to have MFI made for iPhone certified cables. Statue's all dirty. Kind of feel sorry for it standing in a place like this. What if I just attack the tree? Oh, that was a bad idea. Switch an Xbox One, auto-switching HDCP. Yeah, that's the way it should be. And HDCP is already built into the HDMI spec, so why use anything else? Poor Huawei. Whoa, it's like a mid-boss. Ooh. You got a drummer up in here. A tunneling drummer. He's still out there. I know it. There he is. Whoa! That was a shockwave. Also, HDMI licensing, nuts expensive. That's why for a hot minute the OSSC couldn't use it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, because it's probably something crazy like $5 or $10 per device or something stupid. I've said naughtier, and other people have said naughtier too. OnePlus next best, followed by Nubia's Red Series. New gaming phones from Razer and Asus. Oh, man. I'm a Verizon customer, so I would freaking lose my mind if Asus finally made a phone compatible with it.
What's all this racket? Oh, it's you, Mutt. What are you doing here? Go home! I already told you, I'm not looking for apprentices. Anyway, Hana Valley is no place for a mutt like you. Beyond this point lies my secret training ground.
Wait, that blue is the same company? Are you kidding me? Vapes and cell phones? The same blue.
Now, Scoot, be off with you.
And Navigator, Microsoft pissed you off with the announcement their new phone will only be sold through AT&T. And come on, that's how the Windows Phone 7 failed. Yeah, the only phone to ever get away with that kind of exclusivity was the original iPhone. And it had immense amounts of hype. Absolutely bonkers hype. In Japan, basically everyone who makes cars also makes like chainsaws and washing machines. Oh yeah, Hitachi is definitely one of those companies where it's like, huh? Really? They make that?
That's strange. I know there's a way through around here somewhere. Huh? What do you want? I already told you. Be off with you. That's strange.
Okay, fine. Huh. Mitsubishi does make washers and dryers. Oh yeah, Mitsubishi with their TVs as well. Oh, what's this platform all about? Wow, check out that wall painting. It said that a crystal sphere that makes trees grow is enshrined somewhere around here. Based on this painting, it said the rumor must be true. Still, something's not right. Don't you think there's something missing from this painting? Let's go into Momo's Mountain and find the jiggies to finish the painting. Westinghouse is just a TCL clone. Oh. What if I just... There we go. Verizon had just completed their Bell acquisition in 2000. Deutsche Telekom just picked up Omnipoint and introduced T-Mobile brand to America. And AT&T was the most prevalent phone carrier at the time. That's true. AT&T did have a little bit more of a leg up on Verizon at the time. But now I think they're definitely evenly matched, or Verizon might actually be the superior. It's just been a big slugfest between those two.
What in heaven's name? How did that happen? Well, now I can go hide. Now I can go trade.
AT&T is just SBC piloting AT&T Corps. Yes, thank you. You're one of the few people who gets it, Robert Headley. Yeah, it's still... Yeah, all they've been doing, the same evil assholes who ran SBC and started swallowing up all the other baby bells, finally bought the old corpse of the AT&T brand, and then have, yeah, like you said, been piling it around. But yeah, T-Mobile, I hope they get rid of Sprint's CDMA network ASAP, and do good things with the Spectrum and the towers for their own network, because all the old Sprint stuff needs to die. It was a freaking pox on the mobile industry. But combine the networks and you'll have something great. Oh, really? I didn't know Sprint had already gotten fully rid of their CDMA, because Verizon, I mean, they're huge, so I can understand it. Verizon still hasn't fully decommissioned its CDMA network. But Google Fi, yeah, Google Fi seems like a good value. I know a couple people who use it. What a strange place. Is this really the secret training ground Susanoo mentioned? Speaking of which, where'd Pops go anyway? What's with this little sapling here? Sacred Tree Cherry Cascade. Is that the new Red Hot Chili Peppers album? I haven't seen anything remotely like a sacred tree around here. What's up with this tiny sapling? Huh, smell a faint scent like sake is coming from this sapling. T-Mobile has the only true 5G. Indeed. Yeah, it's actually incredibly frustrating what, like, AT&T have always been big fat liars about their 3G and their 4G, so it makes sense that they would continue to be big fat liars about their 5G. I see. That's why there's an altar here. It's for worshipping the sun that shines up there in the valley. Okay. What's up with this puddle? Looks pretty chintzy for what's supposed to be a grand altar, but there used to be something on here. What if... I made another sun happen! Don't trust 5G, it's spreading the Rona. Yeah. The metal band inside all of our masts is a 5G antenna. The metal band part that touches your nose. I bet something will happen if we can get this just right. I know, this room's hiding some kind of secret. Oh, this is interesting. So I can make a sun happen over there, but that's not the first thing that's supposed to happen here. Sony just made bad decision after bad decision with the Vita. Yeah, very, very unfortunate. Wait a second. What's that weird seam all through the room? First bad decision, AT&T partnership. Oh yeah. Partnering with AT&T will always result in a poison deal. Ooh, corroded internals. Huh, I bet something will happen if we can get this just right. No, this room's hiding some kind of secret. Oh, okay. Like maybe the sun that I draw needs to be a little bit lower, so that its angle hits better, like right onto the puddle or onto the sapling. Maybe people think the 3G modem wasn't unlocked, but it was. You could use T-Mobile. Oh yeah. I spent a lot of time on XDA forums and I saw so freaking many carrier unlocks, so many crazy hacks. It's amazing. Huh. Proprietary. Oh yeah, Sony loved their proprietary shit, be it mini disc, memory stick, beta. Sony loved making their own formats and hoping that they would succeed. And yeah, there were digital cameras back in the day that used 3.5-inch floppies. Pretty innovative at the time, I think. Admire the anachronism. Hey Rikaku, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it very much. Hope you sleep well. Enjoy that temporary air conditioning. Have a good one, man. Hope that sushi sits well for you. Oh, so close. Maybe I go higher? As high as possible? I think I already tried that. Because it's showing me the angle of the light that's shining in. Third bad decision, PSTV being gimped. Yeah, that's why so many hacks came out and made it awesome. Huh. We'll look for something here. Restoring Hana Valley here. Let's see. There's that, there's that. There's that. You could use PS4 controllers. Why not allow for touch games to be playable? Oh, and 1080i? Who the hell uses interlaced? Honestly, yeah. Interlaced is one of those. Interlaced really, like, I understand 1080i for television broadcast, sure, but when you're doing video games really should be progressive whenever possible. What now?
You foul beast, how did you get in here?
Foul beast? That bear fell asleep.
You have some nerve sneaking into my private training ground. Now you shall get a taste of my new secret technique.
Your foul beast looks like an ordinary sleepy bear to me, Pops. This TV you're using is your first HD screen at all? Oh man, Robert. Hey, you know, whatever it takes to get the good stuff in your life. How big is your TV, Robert?
Enough talk. My blade thirsts for battle. Here goes nothing. Susano style. Susano!
Levidian, hey! It's been a while. How you doing? You're up late.
What the?
42-inch Vizio. Ooh.
Loading implosion. Susano style.
Oh yeah, Vizio TVs are fantastic. No doubt. I would absolutely rock some Vizio TVs if I had need for a TV. They've got the right balance of price, quality, and features to me. Oh, another Sony bad decision? I'm all ears.
Exploding implosion.
Do I swipe the bear or do I slash his ball? Oh no, I gotta slash the bear. Oh no. PlayStation 3D TV. Yeah, I don't know how Sony has survived so many millions of dollars flushed down the drain. Hundreds of millions of dollars flushed down the drain from bad R&D decisions.
That'll teach you, you foolish beast. You're no match for my new secret technique.
Well, whatever happens with the internet, Levidian, I'm happy you're here. Appreciate you stopping by, saying hello. It's always good to see you.
Rest in peace, foul beast. The great warrior Susano condemns the offense, not the offender. Anyway, there are other monsters I must deal with.
Now, the PlayStation 3, Sony's lucky the PlayStation 3 sold well enough to, like, recoup its entire R&D investment, because that launch price, as well as surely, like, the margins on the PS3 were probably horrendous for the first, like, 3 or 4 years of the PS3. Not to mention making it a nightmare to develop for. I mean, the PlayStation 2 just sold like crazy, and developers eventually just figured it out, even though the PlayStation 2 was difficult to program for. The PS3, however, there was no excuse. Sony really should have gotten off their high horse and made it simpler to program for. Then Sony finally said, fine, here's some freaking Linux for the PS4 and x86 architecture, and they finally humbled themselves. Trinitrons were pretty badass. Sony's best TV series. Yeah, I've heard of, for those who have a shitload of money to blow on CRTs, some Trinitron PVMs out there that go up to 29 inches. And that would be, like, to me, the holy grail of retro gaming right there. If you can find some way to move, you know, a 200-pound TV. What's going on, Bear? What's this orb? This crystal sphere is filled with leaves. Is this sphere used in a ritual for a good harvest or something? Hey, didn't that wall painting have a sphere-like object in it? Outside of the stabilizing lines, but that mostly didn't bother normal people. Stabilizing lines, the stabilizing lines inherent in Trinitron TVs, I guess? Because people think Microsoft made bad decisions? Yeah, Microsoft took a bath on the original Xbox in the first couple years of the Xbox 360, but otherwise they've been fine. Otherwise, they've been really fine. Oh, a wire that goes down in the middle of Trinitrons? I did not know that. Like, I know of Trinitrons, but I didn't know any of their intrinsic flaws. So I guess if your visual acuity was sharp enough, you could see that wire. But a lot of people praise Trinitrons for just having an incredibly good vivid image. Yeah, the Xbox does great if you don't count Japan. And yeah, that's part of why the Xbox took a bath why Microsoft took a bath on the Xbox. Yeah, the geometry on Trinitrons is supposed to be incredible. Wow, someone had a lot of time on their hands to think all this up. So this was that sphere in the wall painting. And then you get the light to shine down on the sphere. Bet this sphere here is magic or something. And now I can come over here and paint the circle. And then once the sunlight hits the sphere, magic happens. First updraft on Breath of the Wild? Oh, really? Updrafts are fun, aren't they? This game is Shintoist as fuck. Just completely. Hey, is this a guardian sapling? It's all withered like the others. What the? Who turned out the lights? Oh, it's another constellation, Amy. I still contend to this day, if Don Matrick wasn't allowed to talk and Japanese gamers warmed up to the Xbox, we probably wouldn't have the greatness that is incoming with the Series X. It feels like a lot of really good stuff is going to take place with the Series X. Microsoft needed Phil Spencer. Looks like you need a little more than just one star. Why don't you try drawing all the missing stars? This one as well? 2 missing stars? No? How many more missing stars could there be? Oh, that's a missing star at a corner at a joint. Got it. The game is dropping me some hints. There we go. After Ballmer bought the Clippers, from what I understand, Xbox was on the chopping block. Holy shit. So they would have folded the division or sold it off entirely. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. My gratitude for releasing my body from its slumber. Please accept my humble thanks in return for your great kindness. I'm Sakigami, one of the triumvirate of flora gods, known as the Hanagami. My brethren and I have been entrusted with the brush techniques, known collectively as Greensprout. I now grant my humble power to you. Use it wisely. Nadella didn't think Xbox would be profitable, but Spencer convinced him otherwise. Wow, Satya Nadella wanted to kill Xbox. What a world. That was Sakigami, one of the gods of flora. Apparently, the bloom brush technique can make flowers blossom. Simply by drawing a circle on a withered tree. Hey, maybe it'll make the withered guardian saplings blossom too. Well, it's worth trying. Circle, tree. Ooh, a rush of flora. This is on Microsoft is finally taking PC gaming seriously. Yeah, I think the PC gaming, doing Xbox plus PC gaming, I think is incredibly smart because you could also use the PC gaming aspect to sell more Surface hardware, and creating that sort of synergy gets people into the Xbox ecosystem as well. So it's really a no-brainer kind of thing. I wish, just like they did with Halo, I wish all of the Gears series could come to PC as well. I would play the heck out of them these days. Fix Windows Store, and they're golden. Yeah, they almost have it. They almost have it. Another, like, maybe 2 years, and I think Microsoft will have their entire ecosystem figured out. It'll be great. Yeah, Gears 4 and 5 are on Game Pass for sure. I could play those on PC, but I want to play, like, the original Gears as well. Wow, look at everything grew back so quick. Sakia wasn't kidding about the power of the Guardian saplings. So this is what Hana Valley's supposed to look like. Seems Sakia's garden saplings lifted the evil curse. I'm not sure how weak the gods have become recently, but it must have taken some wickedly strong power to suppress this. This magnificent guardian sapling. Even if you are Shiranui reborn, we might be up against more than we bargained for. Hey, Emmy, what about the withered guardian sapling outside? I bet you could revive it like you did this one. And by bringing that guardian sapling back to life, we might be able to lift the curse there too. What are we waiting for? Leap before you think, right? Alright, well, let's go back, I guess. Stream your games from anywhere, yeah. As a PC player, the general consensus is we don't want Gears on our system. I would happily play the old Gears, though. Just like all the Halos came to PC, give me all the Gears, too. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this drum guy's back. Are you kidding me? Let me take out the little guys first. Refill on my ink. A lot of people are rolling their own cloud gaming platform using Amazon instances. There's a Reddit group about it. Holy crap, that's fancy. But yeah, xCloud poised to dominate the cloud gaming space. Totally. I think Microsoft has the right stuff. And there's also this aspect of like the hubris of Google trying to keep Stadia going, and I don't think it's going to survive. It doesn't deserve to survive. Oh wait, I'm going backwards. Stadia is a mess. Nvidia stumbled out of the block. Yeah, Nvidia tried something. They tried really hard with their gaming platform on the Shield, but it just felt too, I don't know, narrow? Those weren't the companies that were the right ones to do this. That creepy old tree just won't give up. Got an idea, Emmy. Maybe you could hit its fruit right back at it. While it's done, you could use Bloom to rid it of evil. Oh, that was close. Ah, how beautiful. You consumed radish, pure white spherical vegetable. Fills astral pouch a little bit. Told buddy at work about GameStream. Loves it because he has no interest in maintaining a gaming PC build. Yeah, see, that's exactly who they're appealing to right there. No, Amy, hold on. Hana Valley looks so much better now, but what about this gloomy patch of grass? You can use the power of Bloom to fill it in. Just fill it in with your brush. Bloom will take care of it. How much filling in is required here exactly? There we go. They wanted to send me a Stadia controller with a Chromecast Ultra and 3 free months of Stadia Pro. Laughed my ass off and said no. I would do the same, Navigator. I absolutely would. You obtained green sprout tips. Using the green sprout technique, poke holes in the ground with dots. The ink becomes as a seed and trees sprout forth, confounding foes. The life force of this vegetation emits is the bane of evil. Oh, that's neat. There was a scroll here too, huh? Amy, this looks like the travel guide. It's an ancient record of the pilgrimage across the land. If this were the real thing, with all the copies out there, you probably wouldn't get much for it. At any rate, if you ever want to read it, just press the plus to open the fan menu. That was nice. Let me go liberate this other tree. Oh, I missed. Well, I'll grab this radish, though. Oof. Think about having your own 2080 powered PC on a server. Yeah, I can see that being really appealing to people, and for small time jobs like Amazon instances, I'm sure it's actually really affordable. So if you're only paying like $15 a month or something, if that, then it ends up being a pretty good deal. Like for way less than the cost of maintaining a gaming PC, you can have a strong gaming platform from the cloud. Used to play Doom to show game stream. That's awesome. $15 meg for optimal performance. That's good. I worry about latency though, but it starts at 12 a month. That's really nice. Can I just skip past these enemies? I just want to find a mirror. Linus Tech Tips did a video on that. Of course he did. Very little latency. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's a nice, safe place there. Robert Headley, probably have gotten Stadia, but the server they use to test for latency is in Winnipeg and oversaturated, so terrible results. Oof. Big oof. I used to use online back in the day. Worked fine. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, as long as you're trying out there, there's always another way to game, and some of them are much better than others. So I think it's time, you guys. I am going to call it a night. I am going to call this a good stream. I appreciate all the nerdiness, all the different things that were discussed, from beverages to the blunders of Sony and everything in between. Awesome people hanging out here tonight. I appreciate you all very much. Yeah, Stadia is actually still going, believe it or not. You can still sign up for it, and there are allegedly still some games that are coming up ahead for it. Gravebook, thank you as always for your moderation skills. I appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific. We are getting into Gravebook's bonus stream. It's going to be half Super Panda Adventures and half Bloodstained, the first Bloodstained. All right, you guys. Till next time, grateful for all of you. Navigator, Greybook, Famajack, Robert Headley, Rikaku, 311 Phillies, Itty Bitty Ruby, and so many others. I don't even know have all the words. Hello Godzilla as well. Appreciate you all. We are certainly going on another little bit of a raid here. We are going to go raid the very awesome Smooth Operative. Tippy is currently playing Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origin. Damn it! Dragon Age Origins. There we go. So there's my raid call. It's a Manic Panic. If you wish, if you would like, definitely give Smooth Operative some love. I would appreciate that very much, and I'm sure she would too. So I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, guys.